Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good whatever time of day, maybe for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Layback Gamer, and I'm a little late to the party on this one. It released yesterday, and I was actually quite exhausted. Oh, why did they have to do that on the day? Anyways, so I'm gonna go over this in detail as I normally do on the channel, and well, welcome to Rimworld Anomaly. I'll be honest, I had considered making a video when we first got the image for this, but I kind of then decided, hey, you know what, I'm not going to because I'm more than likely going to be wrong on this front. To be honest, I was I was going somewhere between either an archaeology, which, not really, and actually a aquatic themed update where we could finally explore the seas. And the main reason for that was, well, it will awaken. I immediately thought of the Kraken from Pirates of the Caribbean. Kind of didn't help that you got the tentacles coming out there. The gold cube, which could have been a scientific reference. I believe Archimedes used a gold cube in his tests for buoyancy. If I remember my science correct, I'm sure someone might correct me on that one. And then the journal down there. Honestly, I thought of Monster Hunter World. We first meet the handler going across the sea, and she's carrying a book there. But no, alas, it is actually a horror themed. Kind of should have seen that one coming, but anyways. Now I've already done a bit of a read through of this earlier today, so I'm not going to actually take the time to go through all of these. Maybe I'll go through the points and the pictures like I usually do. We got this. So obviously, horror themed monsters popping out. Got to deal with them all. Plus some new tech that we got going on. A containment chamber here, as well as I have no idea what that would be. But I did see that we are going to be getting a couple new, some new weapons, but a couple of them specifically for fire. And I think we can see an example of one right here. That is a very destructive beam of fire going on. I wonder if some modded people are going to take that and use that sprite. Interesting. Anyways. That's pretty neat. And then we got this next photo here of these creatures coming out of the ground. There was a mod I played a while ago. It was I forget. I had it in one of the very first Rimworld series, and just seeing that whole, I think a massive Cthulhian creature came out of it. And it was fun. It was fun to deal with, but definitely not something I was going to keep on a modded playthrough. So yeah, looks like these things could pop out of the hole and start attacking you. I didn't notice this detail here, but even the trees would try to kill you. Oh, wonderful. I will discuss the 1.5 things a little bit later, because personally, when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, I'm actually more excited about the 1.5 features than the Anomaly DLC itself. So anyways, inspired by quite a few different movies, and I think that might be a video game. And yeah, some of the twisted snares we'll encounter at night. Hear the screeching of psychically invisible hunter that feeds on souls. Gotta build alarms to try, and you can only damage it every now and then when it chooses to attack. Chip away at its health, and you get things to study for in return. Should be interesting. Turn the tables, become the hunter, and kill it where it lives. Interesting. I guess maybe there'll be a couple of missions for it. I think there's a new faction coming for this, but anyways. Massive flesh creatures growing across the landscape, consuming and covering. We don't want to listen to a defeat music. That one I was kind of exciting for, turning everything into a quivering mass of meat. It defends itself with beasts and acids, hit it to get samples. So I think a lot of this is you have all these creatures that you're encountering. You gotta, as you kill them or chip away at them, you get pieces to be able to study and to eventually put together weapons and other devices in order to repel them. I wonder how this would go mix with... There's going to be some mod maker that tries to mix this in with biotech. Or maybe they might do it themselves. I have no... Because this would honestly be something that would go pretty well with biotech. And the more of the fleshy kind of side of biotech, or more fleshy than mechanical. Anyways, Parasite has mind controlled some of your colonists, but who? So essentially, Among Us has been brought into this game. Werewolf, all those sorts of stuff. And whom done it? Nice. Pulsating obelisk crashed into your base. You could try to suppress its filthy energy, but it might laugh it out. Violently mutate. All sorts of fun stuff. Colony is obsessed with a beautiful golden cube. I believe it's that cube right there that this archaeologist, or I guess, what would you even call someone who would delve into this sort of stuff? No idea. Anyways, she's holding on to that. A corpse arrives, looks like one of your colonists, and seems to follow him. What you do, the corpse returns. That's not creepy at all. And many more weird, horrifying events. We got a couple more pictures to take a look at here. I don't know if this is it. I don't know. This might be the shadows following people around. Maybe these are the corpses following people around. Or they're just dead corpses. Looks like there's some sort of effect on the map. Oh, maybe this is the hunter that was mentioned. That's possible. And then you got all these corpses around here following around. These guys speaking nonsense and the like. Definitely probably going to... I don't know if they'll raise the dead. We might get into that a little bit later. But definitely... Oh yeah, this is 110% related. This is that thing that hunts the colonists, and you need to build the alarms. I don't know what the effect is. Maybe the effect is because this guy's generating here, or it's some sort of pestilence effect. Could see it going either or. Do those... Is it me, or are those corpses what? Maybe there is necromancy in this. That would kind of make sense. There's the obelisk, creating the infinite number of colonists to attack this guy. So that's fun stuff. Oh, there's going to be so much fun with this. Horror combat. You'll fight battles of shrieking flesh beasts, shambles, the undead, spiral death machines, massive devouring water beasts. Oh, interesting. So you can't even escape on those shorelines. Imitations. I kept want to say imitations for some reason. That's not a word. Imitations of human being and many more nightmarish perils. Use monsters against your normal human and mechanoid foes where you can. Alright, so we'll be able, as I had mentioned, you'll be able to contain these things. Looks like we're getting a new flare gun of sorts. And I'm not sure what's on the pack. Oh, maybe it's the flare gun that's on the back there. That's possible. Or, I'm just thinking of it. Maybe if there's biotech, maybe you might have like a hemogen pack that you can put your sangophages can wear, allowing them to not have to constantly go and refill, because these are different. Yeah, but honestly, I'm not sure why no mod makers thought of that before. Just, hey, here's hemogen pack. You can refill it with some hemogen. The sangophages will go through it quicker than a normal hemogen pack, but you can load up 5 of them in and say it's for the price of 4. Be great for travel, I guess, or prolonged combat fights when you need to constantly use when you're trying to constantly use your abilities. Anyways, looks like they're trying to capture this creature. I think that's a new style there? Like a new style. Either that or that's a monster. That guy clearly has seen better days. Then you got this giant spear-like thing trying to... I'm not sure what it's doing. Either it's trying to do something to this colonist, or this colonist is able to... This is a psi power that the colonist is casting, which would be interesting if we saw psi powers make a bit of a return. I know they wanted to... I know you would want... I know... Well, I shouldn't say I know, but... In the past, they have tried to make some collaboration with the DLCs. Like, oh, hey, you got this then you'll be able to trigger this. And like I said, with the Hemogen pack on the Hemogen pack looking thing on the back, maybe that could be it. This could also be a brand new psi power to help to perform a shield around your guy. Maybe he can't fight because of it, but he'll be able to, make his way. Also, I do see this, and we'll get to this a little bit later, but I'm actually quite excited about that. And there's a weird flesh monster there. This is definitely got to have a lot of this is definitely going to have biotech synergy in with it. What caused that disgusting cloud up there? Is that smoke, or is that like an ink cloud of sorts? Anyways, were we on to that just yet? Yeah, we're there. So here's the fleshy walls that was being spoken of. And yeah, that would be disgusting. I agree with these guys. Burn them. We got another pack on the back here. That was a weird rhyme. So, no, those might just be flamethrowers. We have flamethrowers in base game? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's flamethrowers or chem throwers. Not sure. One of those two. Pretty sure they're in base game. But anyways, got some interesting flesh. Oh, something I'm just thinking of. How would this interact with... and I could see this potentially... This would be really cool if these could be some of the failures that Vanilla Genetics Expanded went with. Like, instead of the fleshy, or maybe they could also have the fleshy abhorrence, but if it goes as a, hey, this has gone, this has gone wrong pretty badly. But if it really goes wrong, then you get like these masses forming around here, and you kind of are screwed. But I could also see Vanilla, the devs of Vanilla Expanded, putting these inside some of the abandoned laboratories. As we can see here, okay, that's an interesting. Oh, we are definitely getting some new bionics. We are definitely getting some new bionics if we've got a tentacle just coming out of Richards here. You're going to be able to pray to the Cthulhian gods and the like. I think, what was this? I'd read this. This was... Oh, hold on. That's a different type of lance. Interesting. Wonder how that would fit into the lore. Just a... Ooh. Okay. I just came up with some interesting lore that... I don't think this is the case, but... From a lore-wise perspective, you have the architect, all the archotechnology. There we go. And that's the more I guess the more benevolent side, and then the malevolent side, you got these corrupted-looking lances. It's corrupted-looking lance here, as well as corrupted versions of the other stuff. I'm not sure what would they do. I don't know. But that would be pretty cool. I think that's a new floor type there, too, with the metal plates. Either that or it's an ideology that I've never seen before. You've got, is that a Thrombocorpse? I think it is. But is it? Is it? I'm not sure. Anyways, looks like there's an outbreak coming out of these machines here. You've got two containment areas. This is going to be really interesting, especially after what biotech did for that stuff. Anyways, craft new tools, flamethrowers. Okay, so flamethrowers weren't in base games. I thought they were for some reason. And you got the Hellcat rifles. Oh, maybe that's what we're seeing here. Maybe these are those rifle... No, those are more likely the flamethrowers. Spoiling that. Not quite there yet. And we got a couple more photos there. We'll get back to this. Sorry, I probably should just review the next two photos as well, or looked at them. Got these strange Devour-like things. They remind me of Devours from Alpha Animals, except creepier. It does, I guess. And a new power source by the looks of it, or a new power generator. Maybe? I'm not sure what this would be. You got the windmill, the water mill here, so that's probably powering, but I don't know what that would be. I want to say it is, because you've got conduits coming out of it, and why would you have conduits coming out of this if it didn't need it? Especially since, oh no, it connects up to there. Okay, maybe it doesn't. Huh. Interesting. I don't know. Anyways, a couple people fighting these creatures off. Poor Dan over here is, he's just walking down the path. About probably if he looks to the left, he's gonna realize that he's got a worm trying to come at him. Could go, oh, it's just not my day today. And we got, oh yeah, I did see that. This was a crossbow. I think you can craft to get as a reward. Got flares. Are they gonna make the? Is there gonna be an event where the nights get really dark? That's because that's a lot darker than usual. I think either that or I'm just used to having a very bright screen. But I think that would be pretty cool if they had like a night event. That say, oh, now it just gets really dark. All of us like super dark, unnaturally dark, because of these creatures. What on earth is that? Is that a creature? Well, obviously these things are monsters. Oh, this is probably a monster hunter. Yeah, it's got to be a new mask there. We've seen that far too often for it not to be. You've got I'm not sure what I want to say they're like a Forsaken kind of enemy. Anyways, on to the next bit. Craft and study entities in the facilities. Yeah, we kind of went through that a little bit earlier. Mentioned that. So you can capture these guys. You can study them. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a different creature. That's probably some sort of a corrupted Thrumbo. Interesting. So you got undead, skeleton, corpse, ghoul, some sort of twisted thing. Something's going on up here. Got monsters walking around, aiding. That guy looks like he's seen the better days. So does this guy here. Or maybe these are some of the new effects that you could get if you lobotomize someone. It shows that around scarring around their head. Possible. Oh, there he is. I can't tell if he's studying that or if he's eating it. Either way, pretty cool. Oh, Happy's not. I know I'm supposed to be reviewing this, but I do enjoy the photos of the previews. Just Happy's not having a very good day. You got some sort of giant wolf-like thing. Like the first thing I think of is Fenrir. With that, the Norse mythology giant wolf that was one of the three meant to bring about Ragnarok. That's what I first think of. Wolf with a rat's tail. Which is pretty cool. Let's close that one down. I think this is another containment facility. Yeah, you got some containment. Not really containment, but your monsters. Your monsters with people, another containment. What is that? What is that? I'm very excited to get my hands on this, by the way. This is going to be a fun DLC, I think. And then fight the cultists who serve the mind machine. Yeah, okay, so I was correct earlier. Macabre cultists will attack and perform their psychic rituals with suicidal commitment. Huh. I'm guessing they're not going to be the ones to retreat. They may stand in rows or chant around a ritual circle or whisper hateful psychic curses against your colony, destroy them before they summon bloody beasts, abduct your people, or drive you mad with psychic influence. So kind of, I guess they'd be causing those psychic emanations, the negative ones at the very least. They could bring forth those events. You can use the same rituals for your own purpose, summon the masked dead, rain in rage-filled blood. Oh wow. Connect with the void, steal the minds and health of your foes, and more. And this got me interested. Choose your fate in a new endgame. So currently there's, with all the DLCs, there is 4? No, sorry, 3. Yeah, 3. So you got, well, technically 4. 4 is, oh no, everybody's dead. I guess I start over, but that... You got escaping the planet via ship. Oh, sorry, I guess 5. Yeah, I guess technically 5. With the fifth one being, yeah, everybody's dead now. Or you escape the planet either by the ship that you built or by the Charles AI. You got the Planetary Killer, which ends the game after a set amount of time that you can set up. Royalty DLC with the Royal ending and Ideology DLC. Interesting. Biotech is the only DLC to not have a new ending. I think we need to fix that. We need a new ending for Biotech DLC. Anyways, but that's got me. It got me wondering: is this one that the Abyssal Void will swallow the world and you must choose your fate? It kind of sounds like this is going to be like a ideology type of ending, or the Planet Killer type of ending, where it just full stops. You're done. No more in this world. See you later, kind of deal. And you started from anew. So that's that could be pretty cool. Although personally, for something I've got planned, I don't want that because I want to be able to play in the world afterwards. Anyways, why did he do that? He wanted to give I wanted to give players new kinds of emotions they haven't encountered before in Rimworld. No, there's already horror in Rimworld. I can promise. Oh, we forgot to look at those two photos, by the way. I'll look at them in just a minute. I can assure you there's already plenty of horror type of events. For instance, you're getting a colonist with a pyromatic trait and watching him burn down your entire base. Or watching someone who got angry because a pot was awful quality go bash up the most expensive item you have on the map. Or even worse, to some people, actually winning the game. Oh, that's horror. Anyways, joking aside, yeah, I'm down for that. I've explored feeling about dramatic combat tensions, family warmth, problem solving, and many more. Now I want to provoke new emotions, dread, psychological tension, suspicion, and mystery. The horror theme unlocks a new emotional landscape for us to explore. There aren't many games with mix management and horror either, so it was an interesting design challenge to marry the two outlets. Plus, I saw Cabin in the Woods and thought the Monster Lab was pretty awesome. I think I saw a recap of that, or a How to Survive video on Cabin in the Woods. I've never actually seen it myself, and yeah, the Monster Lab was pretty cool. It was important to me that this not just be a collection of monsters to shoot at. Yeah, thank goodness for that. We got plenty of that, because the base game already generates those feelings of combat tension, and I wanted something new. So we made sure to design the new threats to follow the arc of classic horror stories. Protagonists encounter a mystery, then realize it's a threat and try to survive while they learn more about it, slowly building advantage before they try to turn the tables. It's a very Rimworld kind of chaos when several of these are happening at once with different threats. This was really fun to work on, and I think the team did an amazing job. Can't wait for everybody to play it. Well, Tie-In, the joke is on you. I assume everything is all mysteries are going to kill me. So I already recognize that it's a threat. Yeah. No. Can we get a different track here, please? Maybe, well, to be fair, No. Good enough. Alright. Personally... Oh, hold on. Before I get started, let's finish with these last two photos. So, we have the cultists here trying to do some sort of ritual on Ez here. You can see some of them are horribly disfigured. So, we are definitely getting a new type of implant by the looks of it from these tentacles. You can almost guarantee. Probably, you do favors for a dark god or the kind of like, and he gives you, he bestows upon you these appendages or different parts, which I think it would be a nice way to get bionics instead of, hey, I craft these or I win these from quests and now I put them on you. It's now I get them from trying to bring about the end of the world. So yeah, pretty neat. And then this is probably the end game, or along the lines of the end game. I wonder if it's going to be the opposite of ideology. Because, recall, up here, we had this thing. Had this little structure here. That kind of looks like to be a bit of a similar build. So either that would be interesting if this is the opposite. If this does indeed end up becoming like the opposite of the Archotechs, some sort of corrupted Archotech or Eldritch, dark, fallen kind of Archotech. That could be quite fun, actually. Hasn't really been touched on much. Well, I know the Vanilla Expanded team do have their eyes set on Vanilla Archotech Expanded, which looks phenomenal, by the way, from the teases that we got. Okay, yeah, this is definitely a corrupted version. I missed this, but that looks like a stun lance, or corrupted shock lance, I should say. These are definitely the corrupted Archotech parts, 110%. They have to be. I cannot see them being anything else. Well, they probably are going to be something else, but anyways, that'd be interesting if this ends up taking like a bit of an opposite from the ideology. You know, idea with that ending. You go pursue the Nexus, you find all these different pieces, then eventually get to the Nexus, activate it, and the whole world terraforms into a Archotechnology paradise with you as... I actually never got that ending. Haven't gotten that ending before. I'm going to one of these days, but... that would be interesting if instead you got to build these ritual platforms and bit by bit, or... it could have been... are these the same size? No, these look different. So what could happen is then you have to build on top of it, and as you build more and more, it gets bigger and bigger, and you get more and more rituals and the like, until eventually you can summon the whatever dark god ending kind of deal you got. So, yeah, Anomaly looks like it's going to be pretty good. Although personally, I was more initially excited with some of the changes for 1.5 update, which now has an unstable version, by the way. Oh, I can't wait for that. 18 months, yeah. By the way, I was a little off. I think I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but I was a little off with my prediction. I said if we don't hear anything by the end of April, probably not going to hear it for... end of February. I was expecting end of February, but, you know, middle of March. Kinda. Anyways, books, bookcases, couches, and ordinate doors. Which I was very excited. Like, oh cool, there's books. Oh no, we're not getting the vanilla books expanded to be updating. Unless they update it to something else, I guess. Can you write these books and bookcases to store? Can you write your own books by chance? Anyways, you got books for colonists to read for recreation and text, and you got the bookshelves where you can slot the books into. Couches, which you can see here, are armchairs just expanded. And what else do they have? Ordinate doors, which look very nice, by the way. First 2x1 door in Rimworld. Took some work for the system to support doors that weren't 1x1. Yeah. Agreed. I mean, we already had a mod that did that. Kind of hoping that we have a 2x... Please tell me there's a 2x1 auto door. I really hope so. Anyways, wall lamp, floodlights, and hidden conduits, which is very nice. A lot of people are going to be very happy that these are in. Be nice not to have them in a mod anymore, just base in the game. That's pretty sweet. Hidden conduits, thank you, because you know how something that's been getting on my nerve lately is seeing the door open up. Oh, there's a wire underneath. Why is there a wire underneath there? Why can't we just have it go underground? But anyways, performance improvements. Thank God for that, because... oh boy! I'm not going to spoil it. This was my favorite feature. Like, oh my goodness, this is going to change everything. This is going to change a lot. The ability for your colonists to crawl on the ground instead of just being dead weight there. Now they can finally attempt to crawl to safety so that they can get tended to, instead of these sending 5 people just to go save the one and inevitably lose half of them. Oh, thank you for that. And possessions from traits. I don't know if this was was this added in the previous update for addictions and the like. I think it was for if you had not tolerances, but xenohumans that required specific drugs in order to function. I think they came with that, though that might have also been another modded thing. But anyways, nice that now their traits potentially spawns them in with some different possessions. I'm a little concerned that a psychopath colonist would spawn in with a heart, but, you know, he is a psychopath after all. And say goodbye to all safety in water zones now. Mechanoids can appear out of it, which I like that. That is pretty cool. I love that. Awesome. We have biotic jaws. Wait, that was from vanilla? Huh. I didn't know that wasn't vanilla. Okay. Like, I forgot. I have read this. I have forgotten a couple of details, clearly. Biotic jaws and organ decay. There might be a very rare organ decay disease, which kind of forces you to try and replace them. Although, again, bionics and the like counter that. Although, if we're going to have those new fleshy appendages, don't take that out of context. I'm thinking that it might actually be a threat to those guys. Maybe there's no organs in them. Anyways, Vein Miner, thank you for adding that to vanilla. Thank you for that. It's been a long time coming. Thank you for this, because how many times I have had to have a colonist say, alright, start cleaning everything in here. Just, you know, clean this, clean here, clean here, clean here, clean here. And now it's, okay, one clean, and you'll clean the entire room. Thank you. That's why I said I'm more excited for the 1.5 features, just because, well, Anomaly, this is great, don't get me wrong. This is fantastic, and I will be covering every other update coming out. But the quality of life improvements that have been made here, as well as the new buildings and the like that have been made here. My goodness, we needed some of these for a long time. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Just thank you. Anyways, we also have the new Wanderers after a game is after a game over, so you can kind of have a second chance instead of just solely relying on the man in black to save you. Now you can get a few extra colonists that come in and pick up where your base left off, which could actually be I think is phenomenal for storytelling, because hey, now you have a bunch of ruins that are slowly being decayed. Maybe you can set how many days after a new group of people come along to take up the base and try and get somewhere. Perhaps they also inherit the same research because, well, they would inherit the same research because, you know, they have books now in the game, so they probably left books behind on how to do this sort of stuff, etc., etc. I think, again, phenomenal addition for colonies that would kind of end. And it's entirely optional too, so if you don't want that, you don't need it. Search function, the bottom right, there's now a magnifying glass. You can search to find item. Oh, yes, yes, again. Oh, the search function, that's awesome. I didn't actually read everything down here. I just saw like that. Oh, there's this, there's that, there's this, there's that. Oh, search function. You know how many times I have attempted to find something on the map and I'm convinced, I know it's there, I know it's somewhere on here, I cannot find it, but I know it's on the map, or at least I'm pretty sure it's on the map, and it hasn't decayed away for whatever reason. Because, you know, colonists, if you don't tell them to haul things or have it at their #1 priority, they're probably not going to haul it. But thank you. I like this. This is fantastic. Tainted apparel visuals, also very nice too, because it is a pain. Well, not really a pain. Unless it's not vanilla, you can just filter your storage out to not include tainted apparel. So as long as you have a spot for tainted apparel, that's, you know, that works. Got UI improvements, which I'm sure we'll see. The colonist move bar, much more visible when you zoom out very far. Colonists become highlighted. So, oh, is this just the zoom in camera or whatever? Camera plus, I think that one mod's called. And that's in game. That'd be great too. Art improvements is now new and improved weapon art. We also added immature crop and leafless art trees for the plants missing those. Very nice indeed. Miscellaneous, lots of small changes. There's a big page. I read through it. There's quite a ton of bug fixes, some changes that are made to ideology, royalty. Well, a couple changes to royalty, a few more for ideology, and a few more for biotech. Plus some other nice quality of life fixes. And I like 1.5 more than Anomaly because 1.5 just adds in so many more features that I've really wanted in the game. Unfortunately, release day is in a month, which kind of sucks, but anyways, I will be starting a new Anomaly playthrough once it comes out. We'll have all the DLC enabled. Hopefully there's a new start to this one as well. I think there would have to be a new start to this. Closing thoughts. Anomaly has more content than any previous expansion. Really? Biotech was pretty big. And also consider, well, at least I consider it to be the best DLC released. If you're going to get any DLC, Biotech is the one to get, but we'll see if Anomaly manages to come in on top of that. So far, it looks like it definitely has the potential to do it. But I can't wait to see more. We've seen a lot of the horror aspect sides of this. I can't wait to see... ignore that. Anomaly adds new feelings to Rimworld. It creates moments of terror, new role-playing opportunities. 1.5 has nailed that pretty perfect with that. New role-playing opportunities, unforgettable stories, and a unique narrative for each player. We seriously cannot wait to let you get your hands on it. Meantime, we'd love to hear it on Reddit, and on X. If you want to help test? Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that, but anyways, overall, super pumped for this, super excited. I cannot wait to get my hands on, well, really, all of it. 1.5 and then Anomaly. But maybe Anomaly might prove itself to be even better. The last time, not last time. Well, I guess last time and every DLC before that. I think we've always gotten a couple of three, maybe a fourth post. So next time, I promise, I'll cover this day of. But overall, very excited to see what comes with Anomaly. More excited with the quality of life changes. This crawling is going to be fantastic, especially since I think in 1.4 the additions were where your colonists can carry medicine on them. Means that you can have your colonists crawl, say, in behind cover. You have your healer here ready to patch him up instead of, healer goes out and now the healer's dead. So, this is going to be very nice. And our enemies are going to be crawling too. I wonder if, just saying, I don't think it's going to happen, but just saying, if enemies could use medicine on themselves in the middle of battle. Say they brought there's a new colonist type called the healer, and he carries all the medicine and focuses on if there's a colonist down and you're not firing at him, he will try to go heal colonists that are behind cover. That would be another nice addition, just to add some more dynamic to the AI, meaning that, hey, these guys aren't down, they're going to try and heal them up, and obviously if they start to flee the map, they'll just leave. Or maybe they'll carry their patients off the map. Oh, that would be a nice addition. I don't think Tyen's ever going to see this, but Tyen, if you are watching this, or anyone from the Rimworld team or Lundian Studios, there's two nice suggestions for AI. Let them heal people who are behind cover, and if they start to flee in panic, pick up the down bodies they're healing and carry them off the map. That would be awesome. And that would invite some really interesting story opportunities. Like, say you had Velvet here as an enemy, and say Yuko manages to is healing Velvet. Everybody's now starting to panic or flee and panic. Yeah, panic fleeing, I guess. And she just picks Velvet up, carries off the map, and then later the two of them come back. Velvet could maybe have like a couple of scars on her from the last encounter, and is maybe more geared up because of that. That might be a little much, but that would make for some just epic revenge arcs to come in. You got just round 2 of enemies coming in. They come in stronger, more powerful. I don't think the game would be able to keep up with that. But my god, that would be pretty awesome to see. Anyways, I'm going to close this out before I spend all day just talking about, like, just looking at this and adding an idea onto this. I'm super pumped for this. Anyways, next time we see one of these posts, I'll make sure to hop on it, unless it's at midnight, which some of them have been in the past, and it's always frustrating because it's, I want to go to bed, but I'm gonna stay up and upload this. Anyways, I'm the Layback Gamer. Till next time, take it easy.